Welcome back, guys. Today we're out in beautiful Phoenix. We're down in Ahwatukee. This is actually a plot of land that we've been keeping an eye on for a long time. We actually did drone shots here probably about a year ago because we saw them moving dirt. We're very excited to show these homes here. Now, in this huge development of about 1,000 homes is going to be Pulte, D.R. Horton, and Blandford. So today we're going to be showing you 6 full model home tours, as we always do, from top to bottom. They're going to have 15 different floor plans here. Only 6 model homes, but there's still going to be a long video. So please stick around. Please like and subscribe if you guys are liking our content. Another thing that makes this community even nicer is that we're right off the 202. It's a brand new extension of the 202, very convenient to get to Chandler. So for you people that work at Intel, it's only about 20-25 minutes away. If you're looking to get to Scottsdale, to Fashion Square Mall, you're looking about 30 minutes. Sky Harbor's about 20 minutes. If you want to get to Mesa Gateway Airport, you're looking about 35 minutes. A lot of great shopping. Costco's only 15 minutes away from here. Schools are rated anywhere from a B to an A, depending on what schools you want to send your kids to. So a lot of great things happening in this area. Like I mentioned, 15 different floor plans, 3 different collections. HOA here's gonna be 190. They're gonna have a pool, a fitness facility, different sports courts. But what makes this Upper Canyon community here probably set, a lot better than most is you got these incredible mountain views. And if you know anything about Ahwatukee itself, a lot of hiking, a lot of mountain biking, a lot of people that do marathons and triathletes, they live actually out here. A lot of them do because of the windy, hilly roads. They do a lot of their training out here. So these are gonna be some incredible homes. As you can see in the video, 1-story and 2-story homes. They're gonna be gorgeous houses. Remember, if you wanna know more about John and I as a real estate team, please check out our Google business page, just so you can see our reviews and see what other people are saying about us. Just not us talking about ourselves. We like to be out and about. We're either on the West Valley or the East Valley. We have over 150 different videos. So whether you're looking for something that's affordable, something in the multi-million-dollar range, RV homes, 55 and over community homes, homes with next-gen suites, we have you guys covered. Pulte's a great builder. We're actually very excited about showing you this video. So please stick around and let's get into this thing.
So before we get into the 6 home tours, the 6 models out here, this is one of the garages of one of the floor plans, I believe the Prato. In here, they're showing different things, like for instance, some of their quality. They're showcasing that, all that good stuff. I'll let Lou kind of pan that. And then they're also gonna show you the 10, 5, 2, and 1 year warranties that you get when you buy a new Pulte home. And then lastly, they kind of give you the whole build quality experience process. When you guys do come out to whether it's this community or another new community, remember to always have representation. It doesn't cost you anything. The builder's always gonna pay us the co-broke or our commission. And that's the same with resale. A lot of people think that with a buyer's agent, you have to pay them now out of pocket, but we've always been able to get our commission from either the seller or the builder. So nothing's really changed. It's always good to have us with because we can ask all the little questions that might be missed. We do this week in, week out. We're always out and about. All the builders know us. We've already built relationships with people. That only helps you guys out when you are buying. So keep that in mind. And lastly, always get a third-party inspection. When you work with Lou and I, we'll always pick up that tab for you. Just something we do for our people for working with us, but very crucial. As you know, price of homes are very expensive, even first-time homes, so always do your due diligence, protect your investment. But that's about it. Let's get into these home tours. Like I said, 3 collections, 6 models. So let's take a look and see what they got.
So now we're gonna be checking out the very first model home here. This is gonna be the Canyon series. This is gonna be the Novara. We've never filmed this one out here in Ahwatukee. This is actually a beautiful 2-story home, about 3,200 square feet. It's actually 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms with a 4-car garage. So really, really good size home. For you that have a bunch of kids, a bigger family, or have people that come in to visit you a lot, this is gonna be an ideal home. Now, of course, there's different elevations that you can choose. Remember, the build time is gonna be anywhere from 8 to 9 months. Now, real quick, just to let you know, we talked to a sales rep here, Franklin, who we've known. He used to work at a different company. Really, really great guy. He gave us some insight right now what they're offering in terms of incentives. If you want to get into one of these things, a quick move-in, which they do have several of them, as you can see up on the sheet right now or on the screen, those are going to be actually either with the 4.99% fixed rate or 3.99% fixed rate for 7 years. If you're going to do a new build, they'll give you up to 6% of the price to go towards buying on your rate and closing costs. So if you want any more details about that, just shoot us a phone call or text or email. We can get you more information. Real quick, just to give you an idea, this is obviously the floor plan of the home, the first story and second story. These are all the different options. This one does have a next-gen suite, which we'll be showing you, which is downstairs. Great for relatives that are a little bit older who don't want to climb the stairs, or maybe just some people coming in from out of town. But as soon as you walk in, the very first left you're going to make, you have a little flex room in here. So for you people that work from home, it's pretty ideal. I do like the ceiling height in here, especially for a 2-story. So once you go a little bit further down, you're going to reach your only half bathroom. I like what they did with the wall there, with the accent wall, with the tile. They actually used that same tile in the next gen suite on the flooring. It looks pretty sweet. And then you can get back up a little bit. There's going to be a little linen closet next to that, which you could probably also convert that into a coat closet. We don't need that right now because it's about 160,000 degrees outside. It's just humid, actually. It's monsoon season, so can't complain. This is your storage under the stairs where you keep your Christmas tree. You'll be pulling that out before you know it. And then you walk right into the main attraction. Huge ceilings in here, great windows, a lot of light in here. Remember, we always recommend if you're gonna get a 2-story home, you might wanna get some sunscreens just to help out with the efficiency with your AC. Just keep it a little bit cooler during these summer months. And then walking right through here, you got a beautiful kitchen. I love this stove, 6-burner stove. I love the waterfall feature inside the kitchen here. Plenty of cabinet space, got a huge pantry behind this wall. Really, really, really well done home. Obviously, they always deck out these model homes to give you great idea of what you can do. But of course, a lot of these things, not a lot, some of these things you could do after the fact to save you a little bit of money, because it does get a little expensive when you get into the design center. So a nice little seating area. So there's really not a formal dining room area, but who really uses a formal dining room area anymore? This is perfect for you and your family to have breakfast and eat dinner over here. And then walking through this way, which John will show you in a second, great stove, gas stove, which is obviously our favorite. And then coming through here, you're gonna have your door to your 4-car garage. You're gonna have your pantry behind this wall, over right where John's at right now. You're gonna have another little closet right here, a little coat closet. Like I said, the door right behind me is for the 4-car garage. Great size pantry. And then when you come in through this area, like I mentioned, the same flooring that was on the wall of that half bathroom is what they used on the flooring in here, which I do like this floor. Actually, it looks pretty sweet. This is going to be a full-on next-gen suite. Got a microwave, a stove, a refrigerator. There's a stackable washer and dryer in here. What I don't know if they have in here, let me double check. Let me scoot around John here. Yep, they do also have a dishwasher over here, and it's got access to the side yard, which is nice. So for you people that have some older parents, this might work out perfect. And here's going to be the bedroom for the next gen suite. And then the bathroom, of course, you got another linen closet. And then right in here is your stackable washer and dryer, like I just mentioned. So coming up the stairs of this beautiful 2-story home, your very first right, you're gonna have a great sized bedroom in here with a massive walk-in closet for a spare bedroom. Bedroom out of there. And coming out of that bedroom over here, you're gonna run right into your loft. It's gonna be, your laundry room is gonna be right up here. Really good size bathroom right next to me. That's accompanied with these 2 bedrooms and a great sized linen closet. So you got a lot of storage in this house. And these 2 bedrooms that are upstairs, the spare bedrooms, actually all the spare bedrooms up here, the 3 spare bedrooms all have walk-in closets, even the next one next door. Another nice little walk-in closet over here. And the great thing about 2 stories out in these areas where there's mountain views, you have beautiful views out of your windows, as you can tell. So once again, you get a chance to see the loft area up here. And then right through here is going to be your laundry room for all the bedrooms upstairs. Like I said, or like you already saw, the next gen suite downstairs has a stackable washer and dryer. So if the people staying downstairs, they could do their own laundry. This is going to be the primary suite, which is really, really good size. Got 2 closets actually. One over here, probably for him, because this one's a little bit smaller. And there's another one in the primary bathroom. Coming right through here, you're gonna have your double sinks. Beautiful stonework throughout the whole house. I like the 12 by 24 simple concrete look tiles. No tub in this one, just got a pretty big shower. This is your office, of course, and then here's your other larger closet. So now coming outside of this series of homes, these are going to average about 7,500 square feet. These are the larger collection of their homes. So you got plenty of room, obviously, in a 2-story to put a pool in here. But as you saw in the drone shots, they're building a pool right now, a fitness facility, pickleball courts, some other sports courts. That's actually really, really nice. It's going to be beautiful in terms of the views, which there's great views around here. This is why you're actually paying a little bit more money for homes that are near the mountains because of the views. So obviously it costs the builder more money to acquire these lots, so they have to pass that along to you guys. So do expect a little bit higher pricing in this area, but you always get what you pay for. If you want to be by the mountains, this is what you're gonna have to pay for. It's a little bit more money than compared to some parts of Santan or Queen Creek where Pulte's at, or even in the West Valley. Remember, Pulte's building all over the West Valley, so if you need to be on that side of town, because you want to be closer to California to visit family or whatnot, just reach out to us. We can get you information for whatever community, whatever builder you need. John and I, we get emails every single day from all the different builders. Yeah, 3.625, I believe, was the lowest interest rate some people are offering right now. So there are some good deals to be had. Just reach out to us. We have all the information from you. John's gonna be touring the next home, so stick around.
So next up, we got the Ravenna floor plan. As you can see, this is a 1-story house. Now the exterior on this one is gonna be more of that modern look. A lot of people are liking that look more so than the Spanish look, but it's all preference, of course. And that's gonna differ as far as what the house price is, just by a little, depending on the exterior. But this is, once again, the Ravenna. The base price on this one is gonna be $905. So as Lou already mentioned, due to the mountain views, due to the centralized pocket here in Ahwatukee/Phoenix, you are gonna pay a little bit more.
Well, there's not really much more land to build in Ahwatukee.
No, this is about it. So Yeah, the pricing is definitely going to be a premium, but this is a nice house. This is going to be a 4-bedroom, 3.5-bath home. Now, when you first walk in, you got a nice open area with your formal dining room. You can make this an office, whatever you want to do there. And then a nice family room, kitchen, a lot of great windows. One thing about these Pulte homes is none of the rooms feel cramped or none of the hallways. You got a lot of nice closet space in all of these. Great stone in here. Now, of course, some of this stuff, as always, will be an upgrade. I think these need to be a little taller.
You want to hit your head?
And then on the back, behind the fridge, you're gonna have a nice sized pantry that wraps around.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Most places, they stop the tile right at the end of the hood, but they at least went all the way up.
Different backsplash, I like it. You know, I'm not huge on white cabinets at this point, but this kitchen actually looks very nice with the white. And then Lou's gonna go towards that pantry, and then we're gonna kind of shoot back towards the front of the house that we kind of skipped over. In this way, this is the front door once again, so if you take a quick left, you know, you're gonna have your first spare bedroom here, as well as a linen closet right outside. So you're gonna have 3 spare bedrooms over here. 1 spare bedroom has its own kind of suite. It's not a next gen because there's no kitchen or anything, but it does have its own little living space, so kind of an ensuite if you want to call it that.
And it seems like all these spare bedrooms that we've seen so far all have like little walk-in closets.
Yeah, no, I like how Pulte does that. And then coming around this corner, you got a nice window to make the hallway nice and bright here. And then you're gonna have your first full bath next to the second spare bedroom down this wing. Once again, good size feeling bathroom, nice tile work. Now these are going to be 10-foot ceilings, 8-foot interior doors, so once again that makes a huge difference. This one's just going to have the standard sliding closet.
Of course, because as soon as I said that, we find one with just a regular closet.
Of course. And then coming in here is going to be that suite I talked about. There's going to be that 3rd spare bedroom. It's going to have its own full bathroom, nice walk-in closet, and that's going to do it for the spare bedrooms. So then over here, straight ahead is going to be the half bath. And then down the hall, you're going to have your access to the 3-car tandem garage, another little coat closet in between, and then washer and dryer are going to be at the end of the hall, right outside that garage door. Nice little cabinet for more storage here. Then lastly, master primary, really good sized room. First, you're gonna hit your bathroom here. Dual vanity, nice size walk-in shower. Got your rain head in there. Nice windows up top. I do like how the floor is flat, so there's no lip. That's great. And then you're gonna have, of course, your little toilet room. And then lastly, pretty good sized master closet. As I was mentioning before, all these masters and a lot of the bedrooms with Pulte are really good size. I don't know if it shows on camera, but
they're big enough to put 2 of those kind of dressers right in front of the wall.
Plenty of space, and you could also do a little sitting area in front of the bed like sometimes they do, but
plenty of room for activities.
For sure. Nice window looking at your backyard. And we're gonna shoot out there and see what that looks like. So coming out back here of the Ravenna floor plan, as you can see, a little less room, 7,500 square foot lots. just because it's a single story, you have a little less footprint, but nice tall walls. I don't know if this is gonna, probably not. It's probably not gonna be this tall in every section of the neighborhood, but certain areas are gonna have this nice tall wall, which is great for privacy. Now remember, there's gonna be a little over 1,000 homes in here between Blandford, Pulte, and D.R. Horton. Right now is a great time because when neighborhoods first kick off, or communities, always the best lots are usually right away. So reach out to us. Once again, lot premiums, somewhere between 10 and 60,000. Everything's negotiable, so that's why you want to call us and we'll see what we can do.
So now that we finished with the most expensive of the models, or I should say the floor plans, we're going to switch over to the least expensive. So this is going to be the Furwood. This is also going to be another 2-story home. This is going to be actually a home that's 2714 square footage. It could also go up to about 3,200 square feet, depending on how you have it outfitted. It's going to be a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom house with a 2-car garage, a den, a loft, an optional suite with the 4th bathroom too. So as soon as you walk in, your very first right, you're going to hit actually a little den, if you want to call it. Flex room, great for an office. So this is a nice little space, and once again, great windows in here. These ceilings in here on this part of the house are like 9-foot ceilings, 8-foot doors. The other ones in the most expensive series, those are all 10-foot ceilings on the first floor, even on the 2 stories. So nice little house. I mean, I shouldn't say little because obviously it's 2,700 square feet and it can go up to about 3,200 depending on how you have it outfitted. This is going to be the kitchen. It's going to have a smaller pantry. Obviously this is the least expensive of their collection. And they're going to have actually 5 different floor plans here. So 2 of them are going to be modeled. Remember, we're doing a total of 6 floor plans for you, full home tours, just to give you an idea of what you're looking at, when you come out to, these communities, whether you want to come out, I'm sorry, just check it out in the video so you get an idea, but we have a ton of videos. I think we got about 150 videos for you guys to get an idea. This is just a little space in here. This door is probably going to be locked. This is going to be the 2-car garage, but this just gives you an idea for, different furniture pieces or cabinets you want to put in here. Like I said, a little bit smaller of a kitchen, but like I said, a little bit less in price too. Actually, a lot less in price compared to the ones we just saw. Then after this, we're going to check out the middle series or the middle tier of these homes. And what's nice about this home too is that not only does it have that little flex room down here, it's got great tall ceilings in here. Makes the house look a lot bigger when you're in this space. Obviously, your stairs going upstairs to the loft. But what's cool about this one is you're going to have not only a half bathroom over here, but you're also going to have your primary suite downstairs. So the half bathroom is right behind John right there with the pedestal sink, which I'm never a big fan of the pedestal sink, but obviously you could change that out when you go into the design center. And then here, I'll show you this real quick. Nice little linen closet. Plenty of storage in these 2-story homes, and all these homes actually. And then you come into the primary suite, which is great. I mean, this is actually a great lot right here. I'm not sure what they're charging for this. And remember, down the road, they actually sell all the model homes. So these builders, once they're getting close to the completion of the community, they sell these model homes. So if you're looking for a model home that's fully furnished, maybe not this community because this probably won't be done for a couple of years, please reach out to us. Maybe we could find you a model home that's already furnished so that wherever you're living out of state, you could just sell what you got there. You can come in here and just bring your clothes and your toothbrush and you're ready to rock. So now right here, you have a nice tub, stand-up shower, double sink. I don't know if I like the black walls, but maybe. Let us know what you think of this, this design with the black, countertops and the black walls. So as you come up the stairs, you're greeted with this beautiful loft area, great windows, of course, amazing views out of these windows over here. Nice little seating area. You can make another TV room, maybe even a game room. You could probably stick a pool table up here if you wanted. Don't help me to lift it up here for you. Then right as soon as you walk up, you're gonna have your laundry room, really good sized laundry room. And then we'll check out the spare bedrooms. You have 2 spare bedrooms, full bathroom, and both these bedrooms up here also do have walk-in closets. And between these two bedrooms, you're gonna have a nice little linen closet. Someone left the floor plans up there, so they'll probably be looking for those. We won't tell them where it's at. Once again, another really good sized room with the nice walk-in closet. And walking out of those two spare bedrooms, you're gonna walk into this one. This is probably gonna be the one for the older kid or the kid that gets good grades, because this one has its own bathroom. Please also in the comments, like I mentioned before, let us know what you think of these floors and the dark cabinets. That vanity is super low, isn't it? That's like the shortest vanity I've ever seen.
That's really low.
All right, maybe this is for the smaller kid then. So coming outside of the Meadow series, these are gonna average right around 5,600 square feet in terms of lot size. Now, like we've mentioned a ton of times, you always get a much bigger footprint on a home when you have a two-story. So you have a much bigger backyard. You could definitely fit a beautiful pool in here, but like I said, there's gonna be an awesome community center with a pool, health club or fitness area, all kinds of different amenities here. I don't know if we've mentioned yet, but the HOA here is gonna be $190 per month. Just to give you an idea, and it is gated too, so it makes a big difference. But what you're paying for here, not only the home prices, but also in the HOA, is these views over here. These views are amazing, and actually right across the street, there's hiking trails. So if you're into going out and hiking and stuff like that, this is amazing. And another thing too I've noticed about living here for a while is that the people that live in Ahwatukee are real outdoors people. They're either road bikers, mountain bikers, because the roads are a lot more hilly or windy. So a lot of people that train like triathlons, a lot of triathletes, they actually live in this area. So just keep that in mind. Very, very beautiful area. We're gonna be checking out the next home in this series, which is a single story. So John's gonna be showing you that one.
So lastly, in the Meadows collection, there's gonna be 2 in each of the 3 collections. So this is the second one in the Meadows. This is the Farmington, single story. Once again, you got more of the modern exterior, but you do have 3 to pick from. Now, base price on this, once again, pricing's pretty high out here because of the views and all that, but pricing on this one is gonna be right around that $680 mark. Some quick move-ins right around that $776 mark. So once again, definitely not cheap. It's gonna be a 3-bedroom, 2 full baths with a flex. If you wanna make the flex a 3rd spare bedroom, you could always do that too.
Or the 4th spare bedroom.
Well, 3rd spare outside of the master.
Yeah. Our brains are melting right now.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Usually I don't complain too much about the heat, but it's nuts today. Coming in here, kind of different configuration as far as the kitchen go. Somewhat like a galley kitchen, I guess you would call it, but you're gonna have your kitchen table at the back end of the kitchen, which is actually at the front of the house. You're gonna have your 2-car garage that comes right into the kitchen. Some people might not be the biggest fan of that, but it's actually kind of a cool setup. I'd prefer it if it was a little less expensive, but such as everything these days. But then coming in here, it's 9-foot ceilings because this is the lower tier collection. But you do have another little space, I guess, for a dining room / kitchen table here. And then your family room, it's actually pretty good size, plenty of room for a nice size couch, sectional. And then you do have your slider. Now I'm sure if you wanted to pay for an upgrade, you could have a bigger slider there. That's usually an option. But then coming over on this side, you're gonna have your spare bedrooms and your flex room. First, when you take a left, you're gonna have your first full bathroom, and then 2 spare bedrooms, and then at the end of the hall, you're gonna have your laundry room. So as we make our way to the flex room, let us know what you guys think of the pricing. I can already imagine, so we're already ready for those comments. We think the same. Definitely overpriced. Everything's overpriced, but this seems extreme, even with the mountain views and everything. But either way, here's another linen slash coat closet. It's kind of one of those that does both for you. And
Yeah,
then,
but here's the thing, the saying about that is, like we mentioned, it's because you're paying for the mountain views in the area, because there's nothing else that's going to be built out here in Ahwatukee, especially if you work in the airport in Phoenix. But then again,
it's a cool setup. So if you can make it work, all the power to you.
But down in Queen Creek or Santan, they're what, like 200 or 300 grand less.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So if you are interested in these floor plans, there are other Pulte communities with these same floor plans that are going to be significantly less expensive. So just reach out to us. We'll get you guys where you need to be. But then backing out of this, once again, this is the master primary.
That was a massive closet.
That's a huge closet. Yeah. And then here's the bathroom, of course. So coming out back of the Farmington, I mentioned while we were inside that maybe you'd like to make the slider bigger. Obviously, I didn't do a good enough job walking this because that's not even possible. So the slider is what it is. Now, once again, 5,600 square foot lots. Not huge for a single story. You could still do a pool though back here if you wanted to. Once again, you do have some incredible mountain views all the way around. But once again, this is the Farmington. This is in the Metals collection, so this is their lowest tier collection. We're not going to spend too much time out here because, as I mentioned, it's crazy hot today, so let's keep moving.
So now we're going to be checking out the Barleta. This is the next series. This is going to be the middle tier series. This is going to be a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. This can be either a 2.5 car garage or a 2-car garage. You could actually add an extra bedroom, and it's 1992 in square footage. Ironically, that's the year I graduated high school, which I don't want to mention that again because then you'll know how old I am. So walking into the Barleta, once you make your first left, you're going to have a little den area, flex room as they call it. This could be an office like how they made it right now. You can make this probably considered the next 4th bedroom would be over here. If you wanted to add a bedroom here. It's a really good size home. I like the tall ceilings. The 10-foot ceilings always make a huge difference in every home. And then as soon as you walk a little bit further, you're gonna go right into the main attraction. Really, really good looking kitchen. I like it. I like the cabinets. I like the color. I even like how they actually wrapped the stone and they didn't just half butted it. I was gonna say a bad word, but how they put the stone all the way up to the top at least. You got a decent sized pantry over here. Nothing huge, but makes sense for this size of home. At 1992 in square footage, plenty of water, which we all need right now in Arizona. Now, just keep in mind real quick, I know we're throwing some shots at the pricing here, but remember, like they say in real estate, it's location, location, location. The location of this right here, this area is awesome because there's really nothing else that's gonna be built out here. But just keep in mind that Arizona is probably the 4th or the 5th lowest in terms of property taxes. So you're gonna save yourself some money on there, especially from people coming from California or Illinois or New York or anywhere else. There's a little coat closet right through here. This side, you're gonna have a linen closet. But you know, how John and I like to work, if you've been watching our videos, we like to call it the way it is, where, you know, there's not a lot of fluff with us. You know, we're gonna give our opinions. If you're looking to work with other agents that are gonna tell you everything is fine and dandy all the time, that's your choice. We we like to say it, you know, the way it is. We're both from the Midwest and we give our opinions. So when you walk into here, there's gonna be another little flex room. It could be a great little TV room or study room for the kids. Remember, the one in the front, I believe you could turn that one into another bedroom or possibly even this one. So then right across from here, you're gonna have a full bathroom with the stand-up shower. Now, last bedroom, the primary suite is on the back side of the home. Real quick, once again, more storage, a lot of great storage in all these homes. So nice little linen closet right through there. And right through here, you're gonna come into the primary suite. I like what they did with the beams on the ceiling. Gives a nice little accent. Really sharp home, actually. I prefer not carpeting the bedrooms, but that's something you can do when you're designing out your home if you're building it out. And then coming through here, you're gonna hit your Master bathroom, double sink, stand-up shower, and a decent-sized closet. So coming outside of this model home, you have a nice size overhang. The only thing you're missing over here is an outlet up on top to put your TV up. But once again, good size lots. Like I said, this is the middle tier. They are, they do have some lot premiums anywhere from 10 to 60 grand, depending on what lot you choose. Please give us a call. Reach out to us with any questions, whether, like I said before, whether it's this community, a different community on the West Valley, maybe down in Maricopa, maybe if you're even looking for a 55 and over community, a home with an RV garage, a home with a full-on next-gen suite, we have you covered. All the builders know us because we're always out and about. We don't sit behind a desk, so we try to do our best to bring you guys the best content, to give you guys the best idea of maybe where you want to live.
Last floor plan out here is going to be the Prato. This is a 2-story. Once again, this is the middle tier collection, the Cactus collection. This is going to be 2814 in square footage. It can either be a 5-bedroom or a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom or a 2.5 bathroom, in either a 2-car garage or a 2.5-car garage. So this is what we saw earlier. This is where some of the build quality stuff was. The base price on this one is going to be $850. They do have a couple quick move-ins for around that $980 mark, and those are going to be done in the October-ish time frame. So when you first walk in, we have seen this floor plan several times. This is going to be a nice flex room right away. And then right next to the flex room, you're going to have your half bathroom and then a coat closet. So what's nice about the Prato is you do have your master bedroom downstairs and then also another spare bedroom with a full bathroom right here. So this is going to be the laundry room, your 2-car or 2.5-car garage.
And now, if it's 2.5, that eliminates this room, right?
Yep, that's going to eliminate this room. So right here, nice laundry room, pretty good size. These are going to be 10-foot ceilings downstairs, 9-foot upstairs, 8-foot interior doors. Now coming in here, it's not the biggest bedroom, but once again, it's just nice having a downstairs spare bedroom. And it's got its own full bathroom. So if you do have someone, maybe a parent or someone living full-time or even a kid, it's a great setup for them. So then coming further down, you do have a lot of nice storage underneath the staircase, like a lot of these 2-story homes. And then coming in here, I do like how this opens up to the upstairs. A lot of nice windows all around, so very bright 2-story home. And then obviously your kitchen, open concept here. These are kind of cool cabinets actually. It's kind of like a blue-gray, I would almost say. Kind of like a slate. I don't know, but kind of a cool color. Depending on what angle you're on, it looks a little different. But
what's one question we haven't asked the people?
What's that?
What tone, aqua or teal shirt do they like better, mine or yours? We didn't plan that, folks, just to let you know.
So then in here, you are going to have actually a really good size dining room, kitchen, table area. If you don't even use a kitchen table, you could actually utilize that as another kind of sitting lounge area if you wanted to. Some people hardly even use the kitchen tables, so. But nice slider. You got slider on both sides of this wall here. And then on this back corner, once Lou kind of flips around, you're going to have your master bedroom on the first floor, which some people really do prefer.
How is that pantry? Is it just
pantry is a little smaller for sure. Yeah, definitely smaller. But remember, for all your Costco goods and toiletries and all the overflow stuff, you do have this closet here underneath the staircase, so not too bad. And then back here, once again, primary master bedroom.
Oh, look at, they got models within the models.
Nice size room. And then here you're gonna have a tub with the stand-up combo. Now if you wanted that to be one long shower, of course that's always an option. The closet isn't the biggest, but it's not too bad either. So that's gonna be the first floor, and then we're gonna shoot upstairs. So then upstairs of the Prato, once again, I do really like how you can look down into the family room, kitchen area. Makes you feel a part of the house even when you're, a part of the downstairs, I should say, even when you're upstairs. I always kind of like that. And then you got a nice loft area right when you come up the stairs. It is good size, you got plenty of room for stuff. As you can see here too, kind of a neat idea for, if the kids want to have a little desk area, maybe even an office. You could, depending on the type of setup you need, maybe you could make that work. But either way, on this side, you're gonna have another spare bedroom. It is gonna have its own full bathroom, and you are gonna have a smaller walk-in closet. So then coming back through the loft, we're gonna finish off with the full bathroom and then 2 spare bedrooms over here. Pretty standard setup, nothing too crazy, but like I said, nice upstairs with this Prato floor plan. You do feel a part of the whole house even when you're upstairs, a lot of windows, whether that's...
I was just talking to John about these vanities right here.
Yeah.
We said these are like the Kyler Murray specials. They're so low. Now
that he's not in the Cardinals, we can throw shots.
Well, I would throw shots anyways. Go Bears.
No. So coming out back of the Prato, once again in the Cactus series, which is the middle collection, these are gonna be about $62.50 for square footage for the lots. Not too bad, especially on a 2-story, as you can see. You do have a little patio overhang sitting area. It's actually not too bad at all. You do have nice sliders over there too. But once again, 3 collections out here. Lots of different floor plans to choose from. That's gonna wrap up this one after the 6 model tours. Hope you guys like this one. We'll be out here a couple more times because we also got D.R. Horton to cover as well as Blandford. But reach out to us. We'd love to come out here, check these out, whether it's this community or somewhere else within the metro. As always, whether you're looking to sell, buy, or invest, we got you guys covered. We'd love to find out what you and your family are looking for, what your needs are. We like working with all different types of people, and what I mean by that is whether it's your first home, retirement home, somewhere in between, a smaller budget, a bigger budget, whatever the case is, we like working with everyone. We're all over the place. We got a lot of different options for you guys. We know the area really well after doing this many videos, so don't shy away from reaching out to us. Our QR codes, home search, vendor list, down below. We got our calendar if you want to set up a time or a Zoom call. Otherwise, just give us a call, shoot us a text, or an email, whatever your preference is. But that's going to be this one. Thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.